Hi, this is EchoX again, and right now I'm going to go over DoEvents and how to get a random number. First, we're going to start with standard exe. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to View, Code. The combo box and get to form, so it gives me the form load. So I'm going to do a declare. Now I need to kind of explain this a little bit. If I do RMND, what this does is gives a random number from what could be 0 to almost 1, not exactly 1, so it's going to be really close. So we're going to have anywhere between 0 to almost 1 exclusive on that 1, not inclusive. So we can get a number like 0.9999999, but we cannot get 1. We can get 0 or something close to it, but we can't get that 1. So what we're going to do is use this. Let's put this as a note. We're going to use this to make our random number. So how do we do this? Well, let's have a button first so that I can show it. And in your form load, you need to have initialize the random number generator, which is just randomize. Now, if you push spacebar or parentheses, you'll see the parameter that you need is number, but it is optional. See the brackets, so we don't need to put that. We only need to randomize once during the program, so I usually suggest it in the form load. If you randomize all the time, chances are you're getting closer and closer to the same numbers. So you're not doing as much of a random number that you're trying to pull. It doesn't work. Anyways, so let's go ahead and click this button. And let's keep this form load, low form load. Okay, so now we need to remember this is going to be between 0 and close to 1, so we kind of consider it a double data type. So first, to get our whole number, we're going to have to convert this into an integer. Does this make sense? Now, the way this works is whatever number we want to go from. So let's see here. Go ahead and mark this real quick. Okay, we're going to go from, let's say, 1 to 5. And the way we do that is we have the R&D multiplied by the number that we want to get to, 5. And then after that, we want to add 1. So we're going to message box this, and then we're going to convert this to a string, so, because it should be a string, although it'll automatically do it. But this is what you want to focus on, is right here. So you have the round, which gives you that 0.2.99999 multiplied by 5. So you can't actually get 5, but you add the 1 so that you can. Does that make sense? So this is from 1 to 5. Now you could change this a little, and the plus here you can start at a different number. You could put 3 here, but then you have to modify this too. What we're going to do here is go ahead and message box this. So you can see we got 6, 2, 5, 1, 3, 4, 3. Okay. Why did we get 6? I don't remember reading this anywhere. It's close to get in here. Oh. I'm a dumbass. Okay, I was wrong. I wasn't thinking. This can get really close to 1. So when you multiply that by 4, you're going to be very close to 4. And when you round this really close to 4, it's at 4 now, so plus the 1 will be 5. If this was at very close to 5, when you add the 1, it's going to be extremely close to 6 when we convert it to an integer. So excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I don't remember, and I have to go over it. So this should be working now. 1 to 4. Or excuse me, 1 to 5 is what I said. Getting a little confused today. See if I can get a 1 real quick. Getting every number but a 1. There we go. Alright. Now, the DoEvents. What the DoEvents does, let's go ahead and just maximize this. What the DoEvents is, it lets Windows breathe. Now, you just type it in like this. That's your line, DoEvents. If you're running a bunch of loop code and you have DoEvents in it, what will happen is as soon as it gets to DoEvents, Windows is going to take a moment to do whatever it needs to. So it's not going to continue to get locked up in your loop. You're going to be using that for DirectX and some other things, but the idea is not to always use it. If you overly use it, you can suffer from other problems in your program, so you only want to use it when you have to. Good example is you set focus to a button, and you know it's not setting focus, there's some other problem, can't understand why. You can try DoEvents. And then you'll see that the DoEvents first, then set focus, or set focus, then DoEvents is the test you would run. You do those steps, and then if it happens to work that way, you may have to consider staying with DoEvents. DoEvents can also be used for the WinSocket that we're going to be making pretty soon. WinSocket code, excuse me. Sometimes Windows doesn't send that data when you're exiting your program, and you need to send that data to the users. So we'll have to be using DoEvents to show that we need it at that time. Other than that, I would avoid DoEvents almost at all costs. Well, that's going to do for now, and I hope that was a little bit of information that you don't know about. Other than that, we're getting a little bit closer, and I hope you enjoyed.